Guys, we're going to make a chicken curry today, so you're going to need your chicken, some garlic, an onion, and a couple of peppers to start you off, okay? So I'm going to use a little bit of oil into the pan. Make sure the pan is hot before putting in your chicken or your vegetables. Let's go. Next up, you're going to need your vegetables and your white grained rice. So yeah, make sure you do that. Right, to do your garlic, peel off a couple of cubes like so. I'm going to add 3 because that first one wasn't very big. Now leave them like this, just take away the excess, right? And this is how you want to peel your garlic. Do that and give it a good old hard press. Now I can't do this very well because I've got one hand on my phone and one hand on the garlic, but you get the idea. Squash it down like that, and then basically it peels off really easily. I can't do this one-handed very much, but you get the idea. Cut off the ends and job done. Right, as you can see with this one, I've just cut off the edges, and that's how easy it is to peel once you've done it that way. Very quick, very easy to do. Once you've done that, you cut your garlic up as always, then you cut your onion, and you put them into the fryer, and that's how it goes. Now with your garlic, you can do it as big or as small lumps as you wish. It really is entirely up to you how you want to do your garlic or how you like your garlic. Okay? So just keep mashing this up and keep chopping it up and that until you're happy. My people that I tend to cook for don't like too much big lumps of garlic, so I have to chop them down to a very small kind of situation so they don't taste or don't see the garlic or don't feel it in their mouths. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now. Once you're happy with the size of the garlic, stick it in the frying pan and fry it. So now the water is a little bit yucky like that, give it a good rinse out. This will get rid of all the starch and all the bad stuff they put in it as a pack. So that would be a good idea to do that now. So when doing the onion, guys, cut off the top and the bottom, and then you'll find it very easy or easier to peel. Now if you find it hard to put your fingers in it, run the knife gently in between the grooves, and you'll find out that it'll easily come off like so. Okay, guys? Cut your onion in half. Now then, this is where I was taught in school, and other chefs, is cut like that, and then do it the opposite way around. Alright? But I noticed once you cut it in half that way, right, the knife begins to slip. So I'm going to show you a little technique how to get away with that. So just give me a sec while I cut the onion in half. So there you go, guys. I've cut it into sections now. Now when I normally do that, I normally cut my fingers or the knife slips or something like that. Alright? What you want to do is just take away the little end. Alright? Grab a load like that and then just cut down in between like that. If you want to do it that way, you can just leave it the way it is, or you can chop it up the other way. It's entirely up to you, but I find this the easiest way to do it. Because once you cut, yeah, you're cutting into the rings. So you can make the chunks as big or as small as you want. Now I would obviously hold that in position because I can't hold it in because I've got one hand on the camera and one hand on this. So there you go, guys. There's my little tip of the day. Now here's another quick little tip for you. If you have trouble getting the seeds out and getting the heart out, this is a quick, easy way. Right, so follow the grooves. So see that groove down there, that groove down there, and that groove down there. Cut down that. So cut that down there. Excuse me. I can't see what I can't hold the camera and do this at the same time. Do it again. And do it again. Alright? Now what you do is just rip and rip. And then that makes it easier to cut out the heart and the seeds. So there you go, guys. Now, to cut this bit out, right, you do a slight dig all the way around the green bit. Yeah, I can't do it because I'm using my hands and doing this at the same time. And then you just dig around. And that's it. That's all you do, guys. Nothing more to it. So now another thing that school taught me was to cut the peppers this way. Now, I always find this skin a little bit hard. So turn it that way and you'll find it a lot easier to cut into. Now, if you find these bits a bit too big, put them on the side and just cut them down. And you'll find that makes life so much more easier than trying to cut them individually. Like that. Like that. You'll find it a lot easier than doing that. So there you go, guys. So guys, wait till all your onions have gone this golden brown colour rather than this white colour. Alright, and once all your onions have gone this golden brown colour, put them into another dish, or if you haven't overdone it like I have, just put your chicken straight in. Now that the pan is frying up again, the oil's nice and hot, get yourself a chicken and a pair of scissors and cut it up. Rather than cutting it up with a knife, you can if you want, but I find it takes more time up. But if you just use a trusty pair of scissors and just cut through it, no problems at all. Now once you think all your chicken is done, what you want to do is get yourself a fork and a knife and cut it in half to see if the chicken is white all the way through. So here we go, I've just cut this one in half, and as you can see, the inside is still a little bit pink. So that's raw, so that will go back and fried for a little bit longer. And that's how you know if your chicken is done or not. So yeah. Okay guys, once you're happy with that, you add your chopped tinned tomatoes, and then this is with herbs, so it gives it a little extra, but you can just add normal chopped tinned tomatoes, and away you go. Then you mix in, once you cook that for a few minutes, you mix in your veg and your rice and vegetables into the same one, give it a good mix, and we'll go from there and show you what to do. So, black pepper first goes in. Now, depending on how hot you want the curry and what you want to put into here now. So, in goes a little bit of pepper. So there you go, that's about as much pepper as I need. Give it a good sprinkle in different places. I might just add just a little tad more. Yeah. There we go. There you go. That's enough pepper. So next up is my mixed herbs. Put a good dollop of either 2 or 3 teaspoons of that in, or a tablespoon of that in. Now my turmeric powder is going in. About half a teaspoon of turmeric. Now I'd normally add normal salt, but I don't have it, so I'm putting this salt in. So just a little tad of salt, not very much, not even a teaspoon, just a pinch. Don't need a lot of this. And then the most popular one is seasoning oil. So again, half a teaspoon of that, not very much. So once you mix that up, obviously I don't have 2 hands or anything, I've just done it all. So that's all the mixtures on. So give that a good old mix up. Make sure all the spices are mixed in. And herbs and all that are all mixed in. Because you don't want anything to go amiss. Now this is if you want to make a mild curry. You would leave that here. Okay? Because the pepper, the other bits and pieces are all going to give it a slight kick. A very slight kick indeed. Right, now I'd leave that to simmer. Yeah, roughly 5 minutes. Well, not even that. Maybe 2 minutes. Just to soak into the chicken and that. Yeah, give that enough time for the spices and that to kick in there. Right, just added a tiny bit of paprika to it. Add your mild curry powder. And that's it, you're done. Hey guys, one chicken curry completely done. Now just time to put it on the plate and eat it.